Represent the values that you stand for. Click the link below for God, Family, and Guns merchandise. Many years ago, I made a decision. It wasn't a definitive decision that just one day I made, like one day it wasn't a decision and one day it was. It was over time, and I can't really put a date or a specific moment. There was definitely a point of time where I made a decision to do whatever it is God asked me to do, literally. And a lot of people struggle with this concept, and a lot of people are, well, how do you know it's God telling you what to do? How do you know these things? Well, let's start by saying, I know my Father's voice. I just didn't wake up one day and said, I'm going to form this relationship with God and I'm going to do everything He tells me. It was over time. And throughout the last decade or more, when I hear that voice, when He tells me to do something, I know it is Him. Oftentimes I hear things in my thoughts that are not Him, but when it's Him, I know it to be Him, and there's no question. And oftentimes what He's saying is He's saying what the world is saying no, or what the world is saying, this is dangerous, what the world is saying, stay away from that thing. God is saying, my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. My ways are higher than your ways. Walk into this and see the glory of God in it. Time and time and time and time again, I've seen that. I don't even know how many times. Hundreds and hundreds of times I've seen this exact thing play out over the last couple of years. Now, I share this video because this discussion has come up many times in the comments of, well, how do you know you hear from God? How do you know you're working for God? Well, it's quite simple. One, I know my Father's voice. I know it. When I hear it, I recognize it because of the relationship I've formed with Him. Two, the things that make God angry make me angry. The things that make God sad, they make me sad. And that's why I know Him and I were on the same page. And what this does is that it gives you a boldness to speak about things that the rest of the world might tell you you're wrong, or the rest of the world tell you that you're offensive, or the rest of the world might tell you, you're doing this thing terrible, like you're tearing apart the church, or you're doing this thing, or you're destroying whatever it is the government has. Whatever that thing is, it doesn't matter, because if God says do it, I'm gonna do it. And He's using this channel specifically. He grew this channel specifically to get His word out, not my words. And what God has done with this is what He wants to share with the world, what He wants to share with you specifically, those of you who watch this channel. He's doing it through this channel. That's how I know I work for God, and I work for my Father. It's not just that I went and work for God. Like, He is my Heavenly Father. He is my provider. He is my protector. He is my guide. He is the one that tells me the direction to take. He's the one that gives me advice but still gives me freedom. He's the one that punishes me lovingly, because a loving father punishes his children. And He does it lovingly. It makes sense when He does it. It's because I'm foolishly doing terrible things. So again, I'm just making this video to kind of just answer the question. I know I work for God. This is how I know. I know because I know His voice. He gives me instructions. When I follow them, I'm blessed. There's many times that it goes against what the world is saying, and that's when it makes the most sense to me. The things that make God angry make me angry. That's how I know. But the biggest piece is the fact that He's actually using this channel to tell people what He wants to say. So that's how I know. Hope that answered your questions. Love to hear any thoughts and comments. Put them below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel with Patreon. That link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. Don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.